Hey, it's Big Jeff coming here from BigJeffAudio.com, doing an unboxing and probably, depending on which video you're watching, the dyno.
This way you can see it before you buy it.
Which, a little bit harder when it comes to Brazilian amps, because that's what we're talking about. A brand called Banda. Been around for a long time, but didn't have big distribution in the US, definitely not online. It was a dealer direct line for years, and it is international. But recently, set up a warehouse in Miami area, reached out to us to help market it, distribute it, and retail online sell it. So I was like, you know what? I love being new with things. Now, this is not a new brand, but it's new in the sense that not really was mainstream in the US. So we're talking about the Viking-5001 first. Now, I want to do some pros and cons and go over some things because I just give it to you all real. And I can only give the information on the unboxing because at the time I'm actually shooting this, I haven't dynoed it yet or really tested it yet. But hit that like button, leave a comment. You can always leave one at the end. It doesn't cost you $1. And hit that subscribe button. You might not like all my videos, but I'm sure there's some that you do like or you might like in the future. If you're watching this on any social media platforms like TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, follow us, like us. It helps out big time. All right, back to this. This is the 5001. They have a Viking-5001, which is 1 ohm, and a 2 ohm. There's an 8000. There's a bunch of different amps. We're talking about the 5000. Now, there is a good amount of amps in the line, but I picked out to start with ones I thought our customers might buy. Now, there is still a huge Brazilian craze, and that was with amps like Topano, PRV, Tower Amp, Stetson, Digital, I forget that one. It's really expensive, but people like them. Now, you have other companies like Audiopipe or even DS18 making Brazilian type, which are Brazilian parts but produced in China. Does that make it any better or worse? No, but I still think there's a difference.
There is a difference.
These are manufactured in Brazil. Now, also, real Brazilian amps are known to be very lightweight plastic, less expensive parts, but you're getting $1 per watt. You can't find anything that creates that power for that price.
Really, really good price.
Do I believe it's clean power? No, I think it's very dirty. It's a huge amount of alternating current. It could throw off meters for testing it, just a lot. The only time I've ever been shocked in the system was with Brazilian amps in one of my own vehicles. I'm just not a Brazilian guy. But when you can get a 5000 watt amp for under 400 bucks, or excuse me, under 500 bucks, you're basically getting $1 per watt. How do you beat that? Now, I can tell you, and I don't know if it's a con, but it is heavy. This amp right here is almost 10 pounds. It is an aluminum frame, but it's so heavy where I'm so used to Brazilian amps being so light. The other con is that it is shipped like this, just in a box. They do a shrink wrap around it. There's no padding. And being that it's so heavy, it's like shipping a rock. Those are cons. Now, let's look at some pros.
Okay, get to the good stuff.
Well, I'm gonna look at it. I won't call this a con because I don't think it really matters, but they do have plastic potentiometers. It is not Tiffany style RCAs, but if you plug it in, you leave it, you're good. But let's get a con here, or excuse me, a pro. This is 4-gauge speaker outputs, and I'm gonna tell you something with this, they're separate. I like that. I think sometimes when they're so close together, you could just have a frayed wire or it moves. I like that, separated. Potentiometers looks like here, it's hard to read. You have bass boost, you have crossover, and let me explain, Brazilian doesn't have like high pass, low pass. It's like a high and low. So it's a potentiometer and it's like a cutoff. Those, to me, another reason I don't like the Brazilian amps. It doesn't just have a crossover point with a crossover setting. Going to the other side here, 0-gauge power and ground and a normal size remote turn on. Now, really cool on this small amp, 2 fans here. I like that. I don't know if they're push-pull or just one way. We will find out. Up top, clip, low battery, and on. Now, looking at some of the specs, it does play up to 15 volts. 9 volt to 15 volt. Definitely never go down to 9. So 15. So if you have at least strong charging, 14.8, perfect. But if you go under the 9 or get to that area, it will tell you. It does say it is rated at 12.6 though on their machine. 5,000 watts RMS at 1 ohm, and obviously the 2 ohm version would do it at 2 ohms. Efficiency, weird. On the 1 ohm, they say 76%. On the 2 ohm, 82%. Input impedance, 100k ohms. THD, 1%. That's good. Input sensitivity on the RCAs, 150 millivolt to 8 volt. Just because it accepts higher voltage does not make it better. Keep that in mind.
Keep it in mind, keep it in mind.
Signal noise ratio 80 dB. Frequency response 20 to 20 kilohertz, -3 dB. Bass boost, which I never recommend using, 30 to 80 hertz, 0 to 12 dB. High pass filter, 16 hertz to 100 hertz. That's kind of weird for high pass. I'm gonna say that's gotta be kilohertz. But low pass is 80 hertz to 500. So let's say as a misprint here, I'm gonna think the high pass is 16 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz. Recommended fusing 250 amp. Maximum current pulled 520 amps. Minimum current running at its 5,000 is 260 amps. Okay, so there's the specs on it in this very small, easy manual. It just shows you everything here like we talked about, nothing really else. But let's take a look at this. Don't recommend taking them apart, but I do.
Riders at home.
Here we go. First thing I noticed, I don't like this U sticker right here. I'm not sure why that's in there. It is a serial number, but I just don't like how it's sitting there. I do like the 2 fans. That's the next thing I don't like here. Is that looks like it was glued down here, but the glue broke. This one's in there. So I don't like that. I think when the cover's on, it will hold it in place. So that is a con. Now I can say that this amp was not new from our order. The rep brought it out. So that could be why the fan is loose here, but we can hit that with some glue. Now, next things if you notice is like this padding. So when the top goes on, it compresses. Don't like that. Okay, so as you know, I'm just being real. Like all Brazilian amps, there's not much to it, but I will tell you that this one looks a little more packed than most 5,000. Let me get the up close and personal. So let's take a closer look. You let me know what you see. So we have MOSFETs. We have some capacitors, and I'm trying to see if they're even labeled. 1000U 200 CE 105s. I don't like that sticker. We have our coils. Weird that this has a yellow sticker on it. Not really sure. Okay. I'm not, obviously I always tell y'all, I'm learning more and more about amps. I don't know. But looks like this casing probably is the same casing for like an 8000 because there is spots for more MOSFETs, but I'm not really sure. Overall, there is some cons, but when you're paying $1 per watt, I think the pro to this, and let me switch up to the big Jeff cam so we can get a better overlay here. There you go. I think what I do like is that it's not a plastic chassis. So, aluminum, and it's very heavy, which I think, and I'm going to get some training in another couple weeks. We talked about energy. You can't destroy it. You just convert it into something else. But also with heat, it has to basically, this outer part gets hot. The fans generate air through here. And then the heat basically evaporates like water. So the thicker the metal, the more the heat can kind of spread out. Is that the layman's terms of saying it? Yeah, so you want to beat me up in the comments, more than welcome to.
Yeah, forget the haters, 'cause somebody loves ya.
But basically, I think this would do better than a plastic tower amps amp because it is heavy and thick. There is more areas for the heat to be absorbed in and dispersed. So let's go there. Even the cover it's heavy, it's thick. So I think a lot of heat can transfer through here. Now looking here, the sticker there is not a UPC code, it's a serial number, so they have one inside. I'm not going to hold this against them. Why? This was not from our order. Okay? And what I mean by that is it wasn't from our order, which means this might have been opened up and utilized before, but I will be testing this one. I am going to re-glue this down because we will be giving this amp away. We're doing July 1st. This video might be out by then or not. Queen Kong, big shout out to her, will be coming on the Big Sound by Big Jeff podcast, and we are giving these amps away. We do have a video on our YouTube and Facebook for the giveaway. Comment, like, share, that type of stuff, and we'll be giving these away. So I will repair this so the person who gets it knows it's good, and then we will be testing this amp. This is the Viking-5000. Let's just look at some specs. You got 9 inches by about 9 1/4 and only about 2 1/4 tall. So it is a small footprint for 5,000 watts. And really, this is what you expect when you look at a Brazilian amp. This one does have like a little more, normally I would only see 2 coils. I'm not really sure what these coils do because they're going the opposite way. But if you do know, and I know I have some smart watchers, put it in the comments because I'm interested. I will bring it up with tech training with the Brazilian guys. But other than that, everything is solid in there besides the fan. Let's take a close up here. Let me turn Big Jeff camera out. There you go. It's a clean looking amp. I mean, it's simple. It's just heavy, man. You get a workout. So I'd love to go in more, but it's pretty simple. 5,000 watts, under 500 bucks. You're basically paying less than $1 per watt shipped. I do like that it is heavy. It feels a little bit more expensive. I think the heat would basically dissipate much better. Everything in there is pretty solid except fan. But again, like I said, I don't think this was brand new. This came from the rep, but we're going to test this out. We are a Banda distributor and online approved seller. Now, what I did notice on Amazon, there is a couple companies out of Brazil selling the stuff, but if you look, it's not the same amps. So even this Viking looks different because they're selling an older batch or an older design. All these amps are new to the US, so we are, and I'm sure there'll be other people selling it, but we're your main people. Come see us if you're a dealer and you're interested, you want something new, inexpensive. We got it. It's a good 40, 50 point line, and that's on the distribution side. For you retail people, free shipping. I do recommend get the CPS extended warranty from us. Something like this might be 20 or 30 bucks, but you get 2 years no matter what happens. They'll either repair or replace. And if not, if you take care of your stuff, then don't worry about it. But for another 20 or 30 bucks, you ain't got to worry for 2 years. Why not? So this is the Viking amp. We do have a bunch of different models, and we will be doing videos. So stay tuned to that. And also stay tuned for the dynoing. And I got to make sure it's going to work on the SMD dyno. Brazilian amps do mess with it, so I might have to do it through like the Basshead Garage or the Term Lab and hook it up to speakers. But we're going to do that, and somebody's going to win this amp. So I hate signing stuff, but I usually sign the stuff that I'm giving away just so there's kind of proof of it, and I'm going to do that now. And then I am going to kind of do that here too. And there you go. So this amp right here was in the video. You know you got it. And hey, stay tuned. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. I know this was a short unboxing, but there's really not much to go over. You're more interested in how much power does it make. So stay tuned for that. And, you know, just spread the love. Big Jeff Audio. I'm not a bad guy. Try to have a bunch of employees and help their families out. And we got a bunch of really cool customers that keep me going every day. And how do we do that with the giveaways? By you sharing and commenting on these videos, and we just keep making more and more, and just grow with us. Hey, I'm Big Jeff from BigJeffAudio.com with another unboxing. This is the Banda Viking-5001. I'll see you on the next one.